and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Teresa. Please take the roll.
Okay, Mayor Jones.
Here.
Keel.
Here.
Bowen.
Here.
Parachek.
Yes.
Schilling. Here. And Mattson is absent with notice.
All right, do we have any motions or action on the agenda for tonight's meeting?
Make a motion. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Motion to approve agenda as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Bowen?
Yes.
Keel?
Yes.
Parachek?
Yes.
Schilling?
Yes.
How about the minutes from the 11/18 meeting?
Motion to approve the meetings from 11/18.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Schilling?
Yes.
Parachek?
Yes.
Keel?
Yes.
Bowen?
Yes.
No bills, Karen?
No bills, Arden.
All right, we are going to move on to Ward 1 Oath of Office for Mr. Keith Carlson. Keith, we'll have you come up. Here's the little slip that you read. And then when you're all said and done, you can do this if you want and
Put your hand
look
up.
at the
You're supposed
camera.
to.
if you
Yeah. Make it all official.
Yeah.
Anytime? Or-
Go ahead and,
Okay, I, Keith Carlson, having been appointed to the office of councilperson, Ward 1, within and for the city of Hartford, in said county and state, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of South Dakota, and the ordinances of said Hartford, and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform all the duties of my said office of councilperson, Ward 1.
all right. We'll take a picture. It's official. You can sit down here and, where do you want us, right in front of the sign?
We can edit out Arden later. Don't worry.
No, let's just, we can stand right out here. I think we can stand out here in front. All right,
Hold on a moment.
come on. Jeez, I'm impatient. You can tell it's getting to the end of the year.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. All right.
All right.
Perfect, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
You're right here on the end.
All right.
My computer started. Man, we're ready to rock now.
He's gonna be a couple minutes till his computer gets going.
I'm ready for this stuff, so you guys.
Perfect.
All right, public comment. We don't have anybody here. So we will move past that. No applications, hearings, or agreements. First up, Minnehaha County Sheriff Deputy Report, Deputy Rechtenbaugh. How are you tonight, Jonah?
Good, how are you guys?
Good.
Amazing.
All right, so this report was taken from November 1st to November 24th. There are 174 calls for service, which was a decrease of 60. 3 accidents, all of them were without injury. 6 suspicious persons or activities, 5 arrests, 16 case reports, 14 citations, and 41 traffic stops.
Wow. How many calls do we average per month? I mean, 174 seems like a lot.
This one was pretty short month, I guess, just because it was taken before the holiday. But I don't know what we average, I think anywhere from 180 to probably 210.
First snow, everything all right for the weekend, guys?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't have any gripes or anything. I think I just had one guy ask a couple questions, but it was stuff that just ironing out I just have to remind them that we don't use the ticket books anymore. So,
Okay. One of your guys or, no? Oh, one of your guys.
What do you mean, like, if there's like a car parked and it's supposed to be?
so we use our e-citations through our printers. We used to have like ticket books.
Oh,
to
okay.
fill out.
So you'll print out something and set it on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so. But other than that.
Oh, that's good. Any questions for Jonah, anyone?
Looked like it was a pretty quiet holiday, so that's good.
Yeah. Right. think Craig got the streets clean, so that's all that matters.
Somewhat clean, they're a little rough looking.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Jonah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good week.
You too.
All right, next up, the most exciting part of the evening, the engineer's report, because, you know, Justin's not here, we always say that when just Michael's here.
Appreciate that. Good evening, everyone. Report is in your packet. Should be quick tonight. Project update on the water resource card facility. Closeout activities for that continue. Really big thing is just working through some kinks in the SCADA system, getting that how the city wants it, as well as just waiting on some sludge production so we can get that sludge press commissioned. Quick update on the previous council item. We're working with the city in Rice Lake on looking into some protective devices, I'll say, at the lift station. Rice Lake looked into some bollards with the plastic covers. 8 of them would be anywhere from 12 to 14,000. We're also working with the city just to evaluate any sort of chain link fencing, just to keep that site secure in that matter. So we're working on it, going through it, and we're gonna.
Mike, just for the rest of the council, I don't really know that. What we're talking about is out where the lift station is along Highway 38, there was a little concern that maybe we'd have somebody slide off the road, and we'd just soon not have them take that stuff out, and we don't have to, you know?
So Rice Lake did send me a quote on it for 8 bollards,
Yeah.
there. For 8 of them, it's roughly $9,500.
Okay.
87.
When we were there today, they were thinking probably 10 to 12 might be better.
Okay.
So
Kind of
then
go
you can add.
Kind of
around it.
some, yeah.
How much are those portable concrete?
Like the
Jersey
rectangle
barriers.
Yeah.
Barriers.
I have no idea what they are.
I can use with.
That might be,
Might be a little tacky out there.
yeah, but it's an immediate fix.
Yeah.
You know, we're not sitting here.
He thought they could still get the ballards in if we want to go that route. So.
Oh, okay.
It's just, it's just a quick decision is really all it is.
And you can, you could sell sponsorships on those barriers. I see the racetracks and stuff.
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
Wow. It sounded really good until we all started laughing.
And then we could pay for the actual bollards. We could sell sponsorships on the barriers, and then we could pay for the bollards. I'm just trying to go net zero
Might take a
here.
few years, we're still trying to sell sponsorships on the sports company.
Well, we gotta do a better job of marketing, but that's another animal.
Yeah. So that would be something, if we decided to move forward with that, we could put that on the contingent, or on the,
Well, we can do it out of contingency.
out of the
project,
contingency
but
fund that we got. Okay,
If you want to think about it,
Yeah, I
we
think
can
we
maybe
gotta get
talk about it
something
on the
out up there.
next meeting.
yeah, I'd say let's get that on the next agenda, formalize that, let's talk about that, get that
Okay, so I think we
finalized.
could-
Because
And then we can get a,
now with the snow, it really makes you think about it.
Yep.
That's all we need. I can't imagine the mess that would be if they slid across there and hit those panels or hit that,
I can imagine.
yeah. So, okay, sorry, Michael, go ahead.
All good. Similar story for Western Avenue, punch list is going well there. We just did a quick check-in today, estimated up to 75% complete, with a lot of those remaining items being seeding items and fixes that have to occur in the spring just due to seasonal restrictions. So that one's moving along well. On the citywide water model, did meet with the city yesterday to review the draft report that's been provided to them. I don't know if that's been provided to council, but really kind of following up on what I had at a previous council meeting. A large majority of the system is operating within the standard desired pressure ranges, which is a good thing. There's really no immediate action areas that require correction. A few areas in acceptable zones, but nothing real noteworthy that really is any concern. So anticipate having that report at the next council meeting for council review. And then lastly, Mickelson Road shared use path, just continue that. We anticipate kind of hoping on getting approval and getting survey completed here the next couple of weeks, pending DOT approval, and then get that process rolling there. So happy to answer any questions I have on the report items. Otherwise, there is an action item for council.
Any questions for Michael? Hearing none, let's move on to your action item is for a pay request for D&G.
Correct. Pay request 8, in the amount of $84,455.40. And this includes remaining sidewalk down at Diamond Trail, some topsoil backfill along that sidewalk, pavement markings, and riprap at the outlet of the storm, so, on the north end. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Mayor.
No, go ahead.
Okay, motion to approve pay application number 8 to D&G Concrete Construction for $84,455.40.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Carlson?
Yes.
Bowen?
Yes.
Keel?
Yes.
Horacek?
Yes.
Schilling?
Yes.
All right, anything else, Michael?
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Since we're rocking right along, let's go to Craig.
Just a couple things to add to my report. We did get the slurry stuff over to Michael, so he'll be working on that, getting that sent over to Sioux Falls so they can get it out for bids. We're gonna try to get out and do a little scrape on some of these roads, just get some of that loose stuff off there
Yeah.
this week. When we do that, we will, if we have to, we'll follow with the skid steers and clean driveways out, so we can wind road them back in with that stuff, so we're working on that. The payloader is back together. It was this electrical switch, so that's up and running again, good to go. And we're hoping to get the rafters for the pickleball this week, and next week looks like it's gonna be in the 30s, so we'll be working on getting those put up, and we got some of the steel already ordered, so we're gonna be pushing on that as hard as we can this next few weeks, so. That's the only updates, I guess, from my report. So, any questions for me?
Was there anything on the, would this be a good time to ask Craig about
Yep.
the email I sent? So I was over at senior dining today, and they were asking about the heat, the senior side, they like to keep theirs, pretty warm. I'm assuming the library turns theirs down when they leave at the end of the day, because Lois said, geez, when they came in Monday morning, it seemed cold to them. But there are two separate
There's two
thermostats,
separate- Yep, they're all.
two separate furnaces.
Yep, separate furnaces,
Okay.
separate AC units, everything's completely separate.
The only downside is the library side controls the bathrooms, right? Is that true, or
I
is
think
that?
the senior side can, we were just talking about
I think
that.
the library does. have-
Control the bathroom.
I think they do.
Okay,
We can ask them, I mean, they're not paying the heat, we just won't ask them.
right. I mean,
We can just ask them if they can.
I
just
think
put it out.
that's probably easily fixable.
Yep.
The other one that was on the list was they think one of the solar lights out front is not working.
We don't think we've ever had them all working. Some.
That's
some
why I
of
said-
them, the lights over the top, they'll.
Yeah.
Because they'll take them out and, yeah,
Yeah,
they're more decorative than,
I know.
the only way to correct it is
Yeah.
to hardwire everything. Otherwise, you'll always have that problem. So-
But I'm gonna stop there tomorrow if I can, or Thursday at the latest, and report in so they know that I,
Right, no.
when they give me a list, I like to follow through, I don't.
We like to take care of it too. We usually wait until the afternoon because then nobody's there.
All right, anybody got any questions for Craig?
We probably talked about it in the past, but there's no adjustment on that solar sensor for those lights, any way to cover half of it, or?
I've tried that in the past. I've taken them apart and put paper in the inside of them,
Sure.
and if you do that, then the sun doesn't get them, and it just, because the sensor's right in the solar panel itself.
Sure, yeah.
Yep,
Makes-
Sure.
Yeah, that's a problem.
yep.
Okay. All right, thank you, Craig. Karen, Finance Officer's Report.
Yeah, my report's in the packet. Don't really have anything to add.
I know you have, between you and Teresa, have an action item you want to discuss with us.
Setting the election date.
So I don't know if you all seen this in the packet. The state put a law in effect last session that we had to pick either the June or the November statewide election date, first Tuesday after the first Monday in June or the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. And Karen and Teresa have been talking about this for a while, and they're proposing that we would pick the November date for our city election. And we wanted to get that on the agenda and discuss it, and I've heard rumblings that the legislature hasn't decided this deal, that there's gonna be a change anyway.
We've been talking with Tom too. There's some issues
It's
going
up in
on
the
to
air.
combine.
Yeah.
I mean, at best.
I've heard it from 2 or 3 legislators that this deal, it's not done. So,
So there may be changes down the line, but we're supposed to, in January, have, pick our date. Well, we found out though, if we pick, the June one, you gotta get your notices out in December. So we just want to confirm we're not doing, so that's kind of backwards for the state too. It's like, okay, I don't know what they're thinking, but I just want to confirm which one we're gonna do. We are recommending the November one, and just because we've talked, so say we have a June election, so right away in August, we're gonna be deciding on budget, At any one time, as you know, we always have 3 open seats, and sometimes in mayor, we could have half the council turnover. I think that would be really hard to throw new people in, get them up to date with everything that's going in the city, let alone all the finances and deciding on a budget for the next year. If we wait till November, then, there's more time for them to, like I said, get more acclimated with the city, understand the finances better, make more informed decisions, for the city going forward. So that's really why we're kind of looking at the November. No matter which one we choose, who currently is up in 2026, will have to stay in office until then. So like, you're not done in May like you usually are. It'll be, you'll go to June or you'll go to November, and then,
We'll have to amend the city ordinance then, or how do we just get extended like that?
We looked at the ordinances, and it doesn't really specifically state the date, so we'll just follow state law that just says that you'll be in there till then.
Okay.
And each year we'll set our election date, just like we have to do, so.
and then like,
Technically, the council stays until their successors are duly elected and qualified.
Yeah.
So if that ends up being November. Those of you that are up in May just signed up for an extra 6 months.
Lucky you, lucky you.
Would we all be in the same ballot as all the state?
So that's one of the things that has to be
Yeah.
worked out with the state. There's some issues with combining
The
the
logistics of
ballots.
that.
We don't have the same territory. It may be confusing for the people running the election board or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
So
'cause-
that all can be worked out before the election, but
Yeah.
we just need to
It's gonna
set
be
a
a
date
mess.
at this time.
So we've got the county auditors in charge of the state portion of the election, municipal finance officers in charge of the city part. If the schools get involved, the business manager from the schools
Right.
involved with
right,
And then,
the school portion.
and like I
so-
said, and then we have essentially different territories,
Different
We
boards,
just,
right.
yeah, we're
I mean,
just,
this
the
is-
city, as if you go on with the state, they're county-wide. So I mean,
right.
there's a lot to work out, which is what we said, there's
A
going
lot
to
of
be more.
logistics.
A lot of logistics, yeah, but at this point, we're just looking at when we want to have that date. And then, obviously, we'll have to work with the state and Tom as far as all that logistics going forward.
You need that by motion, so you can send it into the
Yep,
state,
we'll set the date, yeah.
all right?
So we're recommending the November 3rd,
Okay.
2026.
What happens if we just told the state, you know what, pound sand, we're gonna hold ours in May
I don't
It's
know how that
April.
will work.
or April?
April was the traditional.
Usually every year we've always had.
April and June have been
They don't give you
traditional
that.
options. Now it's June and November, so. Might be record turnout for a city election, though. Let's see, November.
I move to set the 2026 municipal election date to November 3rd, 2026.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Schilling,
Yes.
Horacek,
Yes.
Keel,
Yes.
Bowen,
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
All right. It's duly noted. All right, city administrator report. Teresa, what do you got to add?
I don't have too much to add, just let you know, We did meet with both of the local banks to do kind of a comparison of their services and their rates. Me and Karen have to sit down yet and kind of go through, all the numbers and whatnot, and then we'll come to you guys, with a recommendation of when we stay or what we do from there. So that will be on the future agenda. We still do not have any applicants for snow removal help, but luckily our guys went through the first snowfall okay with it, so, but, I am still working with DSU and our IT as far as our cybersecurity update. It's kind of in their hands to work together now. DSU is trying to get all of our technical information from our IT provider, and then we'll move forward from there, and we'll get that assessment done. Do want to update you, the Windsor tip, we did get back from the state right away a prejudgment at that. So now at this point, the state's okay, their prejudgment is economic development tip is what they asked for. So now at this point, the final plan, which I'm sure very similar to the plan presented, when we created the district, will go to the Planning and Zoning Board. Then upon their approval, then that plan, final plan will come to you guys, plus a developer's agreement, like we had with Maple Pass. So Windsor Group is working on that development agreement. I talked with Jeff Zacharias today, so once we get that, like I said, we can move forward with the P&Z portion of it, because they just reviewed the plan, not the development agreement. We can move forward with that, and then once we get that development agreement, we'll move forward on your guys' side with approving the plan, the development agreement. So that's all kind of still in the works. And then I did put a little blurb. We are having an ISO audit, which is basically the state comes in and they review all of our building permit processes, our plan review process, basically looks at all our procedures that we have in place, what inspections we do or whatnot, to get a good understanding of, are we building safe buildings in the city? The better ISO rating we get is reflected in insurance rates that our community gets, the people in our community. So they do that every about 3 years. We're on our 3rd year. December 10th, we're going to have an auditor come in and just go over all those procedures and whatnot, and then we'll go from there and see what kind of rating we get. So me and Kyle and Paul are working on getting all the information they need for that, and we'll meet with them on December 10th. And that's all I really got for updates right now.
Any questions for Teresa? All right, we have no old business. We'll move on to new business. First one is review approval of billboard lease for CCNF, which I believe is Coffee Cup.
Yep, this is the Coffee Cup billboard, and this is just a renewal.
Yep.
For another 3-year term.
Reflects the new prices and everything,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Motion to approve billboard lease renewal agreement with CCNF Retailing.
Second.
Any discussion?
Do they last the full 3 years pretty well, or are they painted, or?
We're not responsible for the actual billboard.
Okay.
We're just leasing the space to them and they supply the,
I don't know if they paint them or vinyl them or,
Yeah, and they're
We don't want to
responsible to
paint
put them
them
up and take them down
Yeah.
when they're done. We get a,
we're only
So we're just.
responsible.
We're just leasing the space, basically.
And,
yeah, we're just
supply
selling the space, basically.
And some lighting.
Yep,
Yeah, yep, exactly.
yep. And we adjusted our prices, Keith, a few,
It's a real cash
If you want
cow.
extended lighting, we provide dusk to midnight.
That's cheaper than I thought it would be.
Oh, we're the cheapest in
Oh,
town.
we're the cheapest.
yeah.
Yeah, we should.
And we adjusted them higher.
Yeah, we went up and we're still
We were
very
really
reasonable. Yeah. Yep,
Very reasonable.
But we get them when they come in for the coffee cup, then we get them again, so.
we do get some tax revenue, yeah, there you go. I like how
Billboards.
he's thinking already.
They've been in there, they've probably, 25 years they've been up.
All that they've been,
well, they got put up when, shortly after the lagoons got put in, which was in 2000, 2001.
20 years, 25, they've been 25 years.
So like I said, about 25 years.
I don't think we heard it.
Just right around there.
I don't think we heard it.
You were talking to my wife?
No,
But, yes.
all right. Anything else? Hearing nothing else? Well, vote. Carlson.
Yes.
Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Horacek.
Yes.
Schilling.
Yes.
All right, the second review approval, or review lease renewal is for ag underwriters, which is put off insurance, if you're wondering.
Motion to approve billboard lease renewal agreement with Ag Underwriters LLC.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Schilling.
Yes.
Horacek.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Bowen.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we're going to discuss and approve our contract with the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office for services rendered.
Basically, this is the same contract, same verbiage as we've had previous years. The only difference is, of course, the amount that they're charging us. It did go up slightly, 4% increase from last year. We knew this 4% increase at budget time, so this amount of $234,000 is in our 2026 budget. So we do have it covered for the funds there. And once again, give us, and this isn't Jonah's, but this is our nights and weekends. This gives us 100 hours.
Right.
Just a question on this, do we ever get, and I have no reason to believe that the sheriff's office would shortchange us, but do we ever get reports of their
Every
hours?
month.
We
Yep.
do.
Every month, they have a listing of what officers, where they go, the towns or whatnot, so we can see the whole breakdown.
Can I see that?
Usually at the
Is
end
that
of the
in
year.
my- Do you, I never knew that, yeah.
I can provide that to you as long as you keep it confidential.
I think a place- I don't really care, I was just curious,
I
yeah.
always look at, some years, or some months, we're maybe an hour or two ahead where we get
Yeah.
extra time, somewhere we are. Always at the end of the year, we seem to get more hours than what we actually
Sure.
contract for and what they charge us for. I would say 10 plus usually at the end of the year, so
Awesome.
they definitely cover their contract. with
Okay,
us.
awesome.
And just so everybody's clear, this is not Jonah. This
Right.
is our nights and weekend
Yeah. Yes.
contract.
Yeah, Jonah, pro bono?
Absolutely not.
No. Good thought.
We, basically for Jonah, we have to pay his salary, so
Yeah.
they send to Karen every quarter a breakdown of his salary hours he puts in, what he gets paid. We cover all of that, yeah.
Just as a matter of budgetary purposes, roughly, what does that add on to our annual expense for Minnehaha County? So this being 234,000, right?
Yes.
And his adds how much?
Oh. yeah, well,
This is last year.
That's what I'm anticipating, just for Joe
Yeah.
Public out
No,
there.
yeah.
Yep.
Daytime. This year, 107,000 was budgeted
Yeah,
for
okay.
the daytime sheriff,
For 25.
for 25.
So that'll go up a little bit in 26.
He'll probably get a 5%.
So 234 and
raise, yeah.
let's just say 110, 115 is about 350.
Yep, okay.
And so total for what we have for police services is.
331, 796.
Okay.
This year.
So Sean mentioned that he heard the Kello, maybe some of you heard, Dr. Kello had called and asked, because they'd seen in the county that the contracts had came out, and they called to see, why do we do, basically they asked, why do you guys do this? Is this a good deal for you? And I happened to be down here, so Teresa and I both just jumped on the phone and we were answering their questions for them, and they said, oh. And I told them, I said, I go to the mayor's meetings and I hear the other mayors that have their own forces. Every one of them says, man, is that, it's expensive. When I hear them give the numbers, I think, we're probably in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I've priced it out a couple different times between, you have to have a minimum of 3. Probably should have 4 deputies to
Yeah.
cover all your hours, and people on vacation, the nights and weekends and everything. Between salaries, equipment, vehicles, training, computer system, insurance is a big thing with them.
Yeah.
It
Turnover.
really adds up.
Yeah.
It'll be a mess.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's big.
so. yeah,
All right.
it's a good partnership.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 Minnehaha County Sheriff's Agreement for Police Services.
Second.
Any more discussion?
Personally, I think it's a pretty good deal.
Oh, golly, yeah.
I think these guys do a great job. I think the sheriff's department maybe even has better training than maybe if we had our own local person.
Oh,
So
yeah. They're
I think overall, I'd
constantly
bring in
training.
some skilled personnel and.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree. I agree. Hearing nothing else, we'll vote. Carlson?
Yes.
Bowen?
Yes.
Keel?
Yes.
Horacek?
Yes.
Schilling?
Yes.
All right, last up under new business is review funding scenario for Western Avenue project.
And of course, we looked at our funding scenario before we ever did the project. At this point, now that the project is near completion, we have our sales tax bond, we know what we're gonna take out of water and sewer. Kind of our two unknowns are things we need to look at. I still have not heard back on the community access grant that we applied for that actually 2 years ago that got missed and is in the works. Usually they award those in November. They're not gonna look at them until the 18th of December now this year. So I don't know if we'll get the grant, that 480,000 or not. If we don't, obviously we'll have to take that amount out of reserves. And then with the Reed loan, we have agreement saying that we would, be able to take out a Reed loan with them. That's a 300,000 at 4%. Decent interest, it's not really a huge amount. But we originally talked about that keeps our reserve fund still, in there for future projects. And like I said, this is a nice little loan that can kind of help bridge some of that gap. So at this point though, with the Reed loan, they would like to know, now that our project is near completion, if we're gonna close on it or not. So what I just need to know from the council is, are we still comfortable with this funding scenario? And can we move ahead with closing on our Reed loan? Or would you not want to take out the Reed loan and use more reserves? So that's always an option.
Well, not knowing what's gonna happen with the community access grant.
Exactly. I
we're gonna
wish we
pull that
had
out.
found out in November about that,
Right.
because that would, then we know whether we need to use that cash reserves at 480 or not. Well, we
Right.
still don't know, so we may still need to use cash reserves for that. So me and Karen kind of talked about it, for the small loan it is, the interest rate, we think we should still move ahead with the Reed loan. That's what our recommendation would be.
I guess I would agree with that.
And we put a lot of thought and time into this
Right.
earlier.
Funding,
this year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
when we,
Yep.
Yeah, if we ever wanted to improve our balance sheet, we could always pay it off.
Exactly right, yeah. Yeah, and if you remember, this
Our
is
debt
going to have a
service
balloon at
schedule.
5 years anyway, so we can
Right.
reevaluate it then, or even sooner, like you said.
All right, so since that's been approved, but you need a motion to move forward and close on that loan?
I think just a motion would
Yep.
be good, because then it gives you the authorization to sign everything with the
Yep.
loan, and we can close on it, yep.
All right,
Motion to direct city staff to close on the Reed loan for the Western Avenue project.
Second.
any more discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Schilling?
Yes.
Horacek?
Yes.
Keel?
Yes.
Bowen?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
All right, we have nothing else under new business. I would like to go into exec for legal and economic development if possible.
Motion to go to exec for legal and personnel.
No, exec.
I said motion to go into executive session for legal and personnel.
No, I didn't say personnel, I said executive, I said economic development. Or did I say?
Motion to go into executive session for.
Did I say personnel or
And
did I say?
economic development.
did twice.
Okay.
I got stuff going on in my business, man.
All right, so we have a motion.
I'll second. I'll second the third attempt.
Second, the third, yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, let's go into exec for a few minutes. Are we- oh, shall
I've been
tell.
dominating over here.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's normal.
I'm learning from the masters here.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.